All right, welcome to our assignment on the Great Inca Road newspaper. And I am going to suggest, by the way, that if you have not done the assignment for the last week or two, you're going to want to go back and do that before you do this, because that background context is going to be hugely helpful. All right, so here's what we're going to do for this assignment. So we're going to click here on this link, and when you do, it's going to open up this website right here. And this is the same one where it's the same place where we were looking at the Inca Road information. All right, and so we're going to click continue this activity. Okay, and you're going to write an article. How can a road be a system? How can a road system be an example of an innovation? Right? And so what it says here, you have a deadline. Your editor needs a new piece for the latest edition of the Andean Messenger. Right? So that's a newspaper. In your argument, be sure to support your claims with evidence. You can preview your argument or your article at any point in the process. And so over here we've got a little arrow. I'm going to clip that, go to the next page. All right, so first thing you're going to do is pick a style, right? I don't actually care which style you pick. I'm going to pick traditional just because we got to pick a style, but doesn't actually matter. Okay, and we're going to go click again. And as we go through, it's going to prompt us to put different things in. Here we go. I'm just going to treat it as if I were doing the assignment, right? Chris Gall. All right, so how am I going to address the compelling question? This is basically a CER paragraph. Okay, how can a road system be an example of an innovation? Now, I'm going to not do that because I don't want people stealing my work, but because I want to be able to get to the end, I'm just going to fill in some text here. Okay, you need to write a CER paragraph though. Hard stop, okay? It says, remember to use evidence from multiple sources that support your claims and refute counterclaims. You don't have to worry about that. That's the next step in CER paragraph writing, so you don't have to worry about counterclaims. Keep it clear and brief. You only have 250 words. That's 250 words is about half a page, give or take, okay, on a standard piece of paper. Somewhere between a quarter and half a page. Right. This tool works best if you write several short paragraphs rather than one long paragraph. So I do have a friend of mine, by the way, who's trained as a journalist. Now she's a librarian. But when we were in college, she got her degree in journalism. She worked at newspapers for several years. And one of the things that she taught me that I had never really noticed before is when you're writing articles for newspapers, she said the paragraphs are only 1, maybe 2 sentences, 3 at the very, very most. That's a long paragraph in a newspaper. So several short paragraphs, right, is how we're going to do this. So your claim could be a paragraph, each of your evidence pieces could be paragraphs, and then your reasoning where you're kind of wrapping it up could be a paragraph, right? So we're going to go several short paragraphs. You'll see down here, by the way, it's going to keep track of your words, so you'll know what your word count is. All right, so then we're going to pick some images, right, that support your argument. These are all, this is part of why I wanted you to go back and do the assignments for the last couple of weeks, because that's where all of this stuff is from. So look at those last couple. Right, maybe I want this one and this one, and it's going to let me do a third. Okay. All right. So how do they support your argument? This is a map of the Great Inca Road system. It shows how the roads went from the tip of South America in the north, all the way down the Andes to the south. Right, something like that. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Yak, 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 just to get something filled in. Okay. So now I've got some quotes I can pick. Right, and these are from some of the videos and things. Again, this is why you wanted to watch the or do the assignments. So we've got 5 quotes there. Okay, so we can only have 4 images and quotes total. So I've got 3 images, so I've got 1 quote. All right. What's my headline? I'll do something like that. Right? 2 lines tops. That's a headline and a subheader. Preview my paper. So this is what it's going to look like. Okay? This is what the final product's gonna look like. And you can see I've got my news article right there. I've got my different pictures. I've got my quote. All right, this is really why I wanted to get to the end of this. See this box down here where it says print your paper? Click on that. All right. You need to save it as a PDF. PDF is basically portable document format. It means any electronic can read it, okay, especially these days. Make sure that you're saving it as a PDF. You'll have some different options. You should have a save as PDF option as one of your printer drivers, okay? Once you've done that, you just click save. I'm going to put mine on my desktop. I'm just going to call it Inka paper example. Okay. And then once I do that, oops, get rid of those. You can see right here, Inka paper example. So I click it open, and there it is. Okay, and that's the file format you're going to upload for me in Canvas. All right, if you have any questions, if you need any help with this, by all means, reach out and let me know. And otherwise, I will see you in class.